I've previously done at-home blood testing where they send you a kit where you have to draw blood into a little vial and then post it back to them, and then you get the results back in a few days. The problem with these is they give you a little lancet that's spring-loaded and you have to push your finger on them, and then a little pin fires out and it goes into your finger and makes you bleed. And then you have to spend the next 10 minutes milking your finger into the vial, which actually hurts more than the needle going into your finger. And the first time you do it, it's actually a bit of a mental battle because your brain's saying don't hurt yourself, but you need to do it. Anyway, I ordered another blood test recently, and instead of coming with the finger prick lancets, it came with this button thing that you put on your arm, which I was a bit skeptical of, but actually works pretty good. In fact, it works so good I actually thought it didn't work when I was using it because I had no pain at all, and initially there was no blood coming out, but then within a minute the blood started dripping out into the vial, so it did work. And I was intrigued about how these can work, so I decided to take one apart and make a video. As you can see, it's just like a plastic spring-loaded button with a place for the vial to stick on the bottom, and it's got like an adhesive sticker on it which sticks to your arm. And this is the bit where the blood is actually drawn from, which is just like this random slit, which I didn't really understand how it worked. So I began to pop it open, not knowing that it was spring-loaded so well, and the spring went flying across the room. I reassembled it so you could see how it went back together. And this little plastic bit is what I'm actually interested in. And straight away I noticed this little latching mechanism with something going on inside, but as of yet I didn't know what. And also this little spring inside. As well as this little window on the side where you can see like a little plastic sort of latch that I guess is what they used to load the spring in the factory. Here you can see how the little plastic bit opens the latch when it's depressed, which is what happens when you press the button. Anyway, let's open this up and see what's inside. Annoyingly, the little mechanism sprung apart as soon as I opened it because of the spring. But as you can see, there's this little black disc with a tiny little blade on it, which obviously rotates inside that plastic housing. Here I'm trying to sort of simulate how I think it went back together, but obviously the spring would have been loaded, and it would have been pushing against this little arm on the disc to give it tension. And I'm guessing this is how it would have worked, with the arm being moved out of the way, releasing that little latch part that would hold it. So when you press the button, that little white arm moves out of the way, releasing the latch, and then the disc flings around and the blade just slices into you basically, but it's very shallow because the amount of stick out on the blade is absolutely tiny. And here I'm just simulating what would happen when you press the button. It just moves that latch out of the way, which lets it rotate and slice into you. You can see I've half reassembled it here, just to show you what it would look like when the blade slices you and it would just drip into the vial. I hope you found that interesting. That's it for now, thanks for watching, see you later.